Maintenance starts in an hour. Well, I guess we better get started then, huh? How about that? I mean, I don't pay any attention to the, you know, the schedule. I haven't signed on since the last time we played, so. How long does maintenance usually last? It's really funny. This would be the time in South Korea where, what is it? It's Thursday. This would be a decent time to Thursday in the afternoon or Thursday in the morning at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. would be a decent time to do this. 2 hours. Maintenance lasts for exactly how long the stream's gonna go. So, yeah, I don't know. I suppose I could just play something else. That's always an option. We'll figure it out. Whenever I get forcibly booted out of the game, I will do that. Thursday, 10 to 12 Korean. Also Japan time. It's exactly the same time zone. Okay. We had our identities that we were deploying pretty regularly. Was I deploying him? I think I was, yeah. My only source of blunt damage at the moment. We'll go with this.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Won't be here too long, staying for the end of Canto 1. Gotta watch Django. Django Unchained? Django! It's a good movie. Think you're gonna throw up? Everything's wobbling? When you get forcibly transported to someone else's memory of war. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
It would appear that psychogenic pressure is rising. But you should be fine.
I think I once had an unsettling nightmare. Maybe I'm still in one, even now. In the stream, there are only 2 colors in the room where I stand. The blue covering every wall and the dangling dot of red. I know how to get out of here too. All I had to do was stretch out my arm and cut the hanging apple. The people in blue coats seemed to think I failed to understand that. They would come in several times a day and explain it to me over and over. Unfortunately for them, that wasn't the part I struggled to understand. When I finally gave up thinking about it, and the sliced apple fell to the floor, the door opened. I don't remember what drove me to do it. Maybe it was the mental exhaustion, or maybe I just decided to give up. Either way, what I do remember is my desire to break free from the nightmare. You finally did it. I knew you could. The surgery was successful after all. You just have to keep it up. Keep chopping up the apples in front of you. Simple, isn't it? Oh, right. Happy 15th birthday. 15. Jesus. Okay. My escape came in the form of resignation and submission. One day, as I awoke from my unsettling dreams, I had found myself transformed into some hideous pest. I cut apples in half. Some were hard, some crumbly, some were soft, some sappy. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe here that they just like did mental transformation on their brain, or did some kind of fuckery with their brain to make it so that other people looked like apples. The sugary smell made me sick sometimes. At some point, I realized something. I thought I'd woken up from the dream, but I was still right in the middle of that nightmare. Yeah, that's pretty fucky. All right, so what do we have here? We've got actual like full-on soldiers from the war. They don't like crushing damage, very much like a bug does not like to be squished. And it looks like they're all the same. Yeah, they don't have any elemental weaknesses, so it's literally just blunt damage, which is like the only type of damage that I don't have in regular supply. So we're going to try to amplify our blunt damage. We can do orange here, and that'll give us the bonus on all of our attacks. You know who does blunt? I know who does blunt damage. Don't even think about it. Fuck that guy. If I do orange, purple, yellow, yellow, green, yellow, orange, I think that gives me more than going the other way. None of it's blunt anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Kanto 1, baby game. Yeah, you are the odd one out, my love. You literally don't have any synergies with the masses. It's no bueno. I keep, like, my hand is on the keyboard kind of like, I don't know, how should I say, like, automatically, it's, without thinking, I just kind of, you know, put my hand on the keyboard, but I'm realizing that this game is a phone game, and there's no reason for me to ever touch the keyboard. We play the whole game one-handed. Defense line, 23-7, 1,300 hours. Still on a battlefield. It's the same place as before. Something's changed, though. Someone came up from behind and suddenly tugged at Heathcliff's shirt. Are you out of your minds? Get to shelter now. You'll age rapidly if we already did this bit, didn't we? He's got some shit coming out of his eyeball this time, though. Did he have that last time? Isn't that the same guy we just... But don't you worry, because Manager Gregor is with us. He doesn't suffer the side effects like the rest of us do, and he can regenerate, too. He was operated on by none other than Herman, our most skilled director. A hero like you shouldn't be on the rear guard. I'll give you a ride. What the hell? Get away from me. 4 pairs of wings emerged from his back, clicking and twitching. Why are you running? You should be taking the lead on the front lines with our G-Corps banner held high. I never wanted any of this. Not the procedure, nor the war. Take the lead. Take the... Thoma's mouth tears open, and a pair of long antennae begin to break through his skin. Yikes. We gotta fight them again? My stomach is gonna turn. What is that display of weakness? Do you wish to be punished for insubordination? I think we should run here. An excellent plan, Executive Manager. Knowing when to strike and when to withdraw is an excellent quality of a commander. Oh, heavens, how dare you?
Retreat is not an option.
I don't get it. I heard every employee under the corporation had modifications, but it couldn't have been this foul.
What we see here may differ from actual accounts. This path was not paved by Gregor's memories, but his heart.
How do you know that? Well, Faust knows everything. Sorry. How could I have been so stupid? This is how he felt in his heart about his own allies. Did all the employees in your wing receive the augmentation procedure? Most did. Was it done with their consent? That's so... Did the people in L Corp consent to offering themselves up to abnormalities? I heard that was written in the contract. We were never properly informed, though. They said such red tape should be skipped for efficient management. That we should face the fear, meaning everyone who joined the corporation agreed to it, knowingly or not. Can guess how it went for us, then. Consent, Lamau. It is a pretty decent play on the whole, like, you know, the agreement that we all click past. You hear a faint voice. Please help. Do you follow the sound or ignore the voice? I mean, they tell me that I gain an ego gift. I would just ignore it, but if we gain an ego gift, we're going to go for it. Check the source. Soldier was crushed under rubble, gasping in agony. Please just kill me. It hurts too much. You can't ignore the person who will be ordered to bring this soldier to peace. Please just kill me. It hurts too much. Do I have to choose somebody? Okay. I don't know why they just repeated this whole thing again. We'll take the person who's got the very high chance. Obviously. Nailed it. The soldier's life was delivered a coup de grace by the knife. The human rhythm that rose through the blade soon ceased, and the soldier was eased into eternal rest. Ego gift shoddy dressing obtained. All allies gain plus 10% max HP. Scaling ego gifts. Love to see it. I don't know how the ego gifts work. That's something I'll have to figure out. You just let that guy die. We're in a dream. We're not like even in real life. So yes, I would. This is a spot. Is there something I can do to like use ego gifts or whatever? These are all selected. This seems like something that was not tutorialized at all. Like the use of them, but not the preparation of them. You passively get the bonus as long as you're in the dungeon. Oh, it's just for the dungeon. Hey, Putty, how you doing today? Ego gifts are I love passives. What's the delay, Yuri? Give me a second, please. The gas mask fell off my bag. I don't see it serving any practical purpose now. You're only weighing yourself down. I mean, it's Aya's memento. You indulge in the most pointless activity in the world, and you aren't even from N Corp. Tie it the other way. Sorry? The knot. It'll come loose again if you tie it that way. There's a sailor's knot I learned on the boat. I'll teach you to do it back on the bus. Oh, thank you.
What's this? Since when were you two so chummy?
Yuri, you know what? Why don't you join our company while you're at it? Me?
That's
I know. We need to get the okay from Virgilius or his superiors and all that, but a little suggestion wouldn't hurt.
I wonder.
Plus, pink hair makes a perfect mascot to represent us. Come on, won't you give it some thought, please? A mascot? Yuri smiled for the first time, albeit faintly. First time in her whole life. Ishmael is canonically American. Use that for when you accent maxing. American equivalent? Is Irish American equivalent? I don't think that's what it means. I don't think that's what it means. That's not what it does. Okay, so it looks like we've got something, Abno, and then probably leading to final boss fight. We're gonna go for the something. All the other ones are just like abnormality fight and then final boss, I guess. The war was over. Yet my doppelganger still held that silly pose, that confident expression. That's not the kind of face I'd make. Though, gotta give it to him for making the hair on my arm look as grotesque as it really is. Who drew this? I've grown fond of humor. Long years of drifting in the nightmare must have made me yearn for any hint of liveliness. G-Corp scum should sent to the gallows? The whole lot of them? Should have? Should have? Someone murmurs, spitting on the floor. Maybe they're just stupid. That's also a possibility. I didn't have to look at them to know or who or what they were talking about. Knowing that, I felt nauseous. Sir, are you all right? Hey, something wrong? You look pale. I was just on the subway.
The hell are you bragging about?
Greg, we're still in the battlefield. Gregor rummaged around his pockets for a cigarette out of habit, then froze in place. It must have dawned on him as it did on me. The rest of the sinners seemed to have understood what was happening. Toma is going to grab us and give us a warning any second now. Are you... Look, Toma, I'm starting to get a little sick of your line reading, so I'll say it once. We're not out of our minds, and the aging bomb isn't going to hit us. No. Instead of elaborating, he points up. He looks so gross. I need help. I don't want to die. Toma was crushed to a pulp right before our eyes. Holy shit. There's only one thing to say in a situation like this. Run! All troops, retreat! We muster up everything we can to run, but the airborne hand is ever persistent and shows no sign of letting up.
We're all going to get turned up into pancakes. Got any bright ideas, smart ass?
I'm listening. There are too many variables to consider in fathoms of the ego. I can't be hasty with my judgment.
There's no cause for hesitation. A true hero succumbs not to tribulation. I don't think I want to recover a flattened body. Oh, sorry, Dante, didn't mean it that way. I was tempted to snap back at her, but keeping my mouth shut so the group could focus on making a run for it seemed like the sensible thing to do. Bookmael is American. Hey, death to, no, not death. You can't kill something that's not alive, but I'm not a huge fan of bots, personally. Yeah. I already have the best viewers. I don't understand.
Still thinking, are you? Well, are you Miss Knows-it-all?
If it is an immediate solution you seek, then I have not obtained it yet. The only thing that can be said for certain is that our objective is not nearby. Dante would have responded strongly otherwise. Me?
Are you joking? That's all you've got?
Heathcliff furrowed his brows, ready to snap at the unhelpful savant. But after a sudden close shave with a massive palm, he began speeding up without a word. Black screen? Oh, I have to click. That's unintuitive. Gregor?
Whoa, hey. What a hold up?
I think I see now. If this world is a product of my mind, Gregor took a breather and looked up at the sky. We shouldn't run away from that hand.
Did you finally get the crackers or what?
Gregor, are you sure?
My life has never been mine to live. It only makes sense that resisting is meaningless in the reflection of my mind. In that case, letting the inevitable happen might be the answer.
Are you all serious?
It's not like there's any other way. We're all exhausted. Besides, look at the patterns on its nails. You don't see that kind of polish just anywhere. If that hand belongs to who I think it does, she will not stop chasing us. Faust, you said that this is a path in my heart, right? Then I can tell you this for sure. It's about to hit dead end. Be it the nightmare or the road, I never once strayed from that woman's control. Who is Gregor talking about? What does he mean by a nightmare? As much as I wanted to ask him...
Might as well.
Soon enough, the giant hand casts its shadow over us, descending. Just before it reaches us, it stopped to hold us in its grasp. Everything went dark. I felt a disorienting nausea of being lifted into the sky. Only Faust and I managed to find our footing while everyone else stumbled around from the vertigo. We found ourselves in another battlefield, albeit one that was more familiar to us. Was it this guy? While traversing a narrow passage, a swarm of cockroaches crawled into the way. The rustling visage is almost revolting. Almost? Do you walk past them, or all allies lose SP, or Gregor loses a lot of SP, begin a combat encounter, win to gain an ego gift? We do that. Crush the cockroaches with the Sinner. Gregor lost 20 SP, combat encounter. Festered fragment. I wasn't using Gregor anyway, so it doesn't really matter if he loses a billion SP. That's fine. Mother? His mom? Is that Gregor's mama? With the nails on fleek? I remember very briefly watching a portion of an encounter on Putty's stream, and straight up, still to this moment, I cannot tell what the actual fuck is happening after I click go. I mean, I know that we're like winning because in the aftermath my HP is higher than theirs, but with no HP bars on the sides to be able to tell like who's winning clashes or not, it's like impossible. It's all happening at once. It's confusing as hell. Not personally a huge fan of that. Oh, why are we using psychological warfare on Gregnant? I mean, isn't that like part of the story? It's not as though, oh, you're talking about us crushing the cockroaches. Well, it's a way of me saying that I don't view Gregor as the same as the cockroaches. At the start of the turn, allies with 50% or less health heal 5 HP. Oh, that's okay. I'll have to pull up the image that sums up this game. My biggest complaint with the game is there's no combat log. The game needs a combat log. It's a phone game. You can't do that. Not with a phone game. I mean, you can have a combat log on a phone game. That, like, That's not exactly what I mean. What I mean is like with how busy the screen already is, even if I like change it to min, what is that like? Nothing changed. There's, I thought it was like the data display. Anyway, like this is a busy screen for a cell phone. Most of it is pretty easy to follow. I'm gonna have to hard disagree with you, the one and only Meat Muncher. Also, how are you doing today? So we're doing individual clashes. We're fighting up against Abnos now. It's green, light blue for the balls, and blunt. And these guys are blunt, light blue, and orange, or lust. Okay. So, lust at the back. That will be one-sided, and we won't be clashing. Let's see, blue. It's light blue, or what is it? Sorry. Light blue or green. So we do actually have access to green. I think we might do that instead. I'm doing pretty good, except for the fact that I just found out at the beginning of stream, at the beginning of my 4-hour stream, that the servers are going to go down in an hour. That sucks. It throws a bit of a wrench in my plans to stream this game. I don't really have a backup plan either, so I'll have to figure something out. Most players spam P plus enter. What does P plus enter do? Noticing the specific coins, I like honestly, if you held a gun to my head and said point out where you can see the coins in combat on the fly, I would fail. I would get my brains blown out. Who is this? Oh, this guy's staggered. Okay, cool. It means we can throw the purple at him because he's not weak to that. Green? Yeah, green. Okay. Green on the guys in the front. Has an advantage. And we're good. Win rate? Let's randomly select every card on Library of Runa and enter ends the turn. I hate that. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna do that. Honestly, like I think I've talked to stream chat about this a couple of times, and I've definitely talked to Necro about it multiple times. Like I do not like the Jesus take the wheel, auto battler kind of systems inside games. Not a fan, personally. Dark blue has no advantage. I think orange against these guys in the back, right? Yeah. These are one-sided because we're at a 2. We're already staggered here. What, can we intercept these with anything else? We've got 2 3s. I think we need to clash in the back there. Let me cancel that and see. Oh, yeah, they're all attacking the stagger one. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Consider all the times when the sinners fight all at once. You cannot possibly see what's happening. That's how I feel. I mean, that's when I brought up this whole thing. That's where I was. That's where we were. And I was like, yeah, I can't follow all the nonsense that's happening on screen. In comparison to Runa, the gacha grind mechanics created need for an auto battler. Yeah, we'll see how that all those systems and mechanics end up playing out in the long run, because I don't intend to engage with the gacha mechanics outside of what I obtain naturally through just standard play. So we will see over time what it looks like, what my team ends up looking like while I play the story without really grinding gacha mechanics. I'm incredibly resistant to engaging with the daily gacha grind. Win rate helps with the unfocused fights. I suppose, but I don't know, like if I'm gonna be streaming just clicking the win rate button, if I'm just gonna be streaming an auto battler, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know, I just don't know. I don't see why I would do that.
Dante, something about this containment unit seems different from the others, does it not?
Yeah, it really does. Wait, is this?
Yeah, that is most likely where we can find the abnormality in which the golden bow has taken root.
Oh, we did manage to come this far, huh? Say, Gregor, when we get back to the bus, can I teach Karan how to use a map? Yeah, sounds good. I'm sure she'll like it. I doubt that. Sinclair shook his head, then dry retched afterwards. Chuckle. It's nice to have a place to go back to. She's gonna die, isn't she? It's the golden apple. It's more fun to spin the chains. How is gacha grinding different than RPG grinding? It's mostly the same. I don't necessarily have a problem with like logging in and grinding, per se. I just did a bunch of grinding in a Dynasty Warriors like game, so I don't necessarily have a problem with grinding as it stands. But if I'm going to stream, like I'm not going to stream myself grinding Dynasty Warriors, right? Like I wouldn't do that. I don't know, like there's something specifically about grinding for dice rolls towards unlocking something that if I just put money down, I would get it, right? Like that, I don't know, like that kind of, it irritates me, the grinding for the sake of getting something that is monetarily incentivized. And I get that this is not like the gacha game, not in the same way, right? This is not the same kind of gacha game. Everybody tells me this is like the gacha game that doesn't do gacha grind, right? Like, or a gacha game made by people who don't know how the fuck to do a gacha, right? I've heard that all before, and sure, maybe that may be true, but the fact of the matter remains that this is a free-to-play game that has an incentive to get you to spend money on it. And more often than not, in gacha games, what happens is these games are designed, and then they shoehorn in ways to incentivize players to spend money. And I have yet to see a single scenario, or I've yet to see a single game that has these kind of gacha mechanics that hasn't done that. Although I'm open to changing my mind. Lay it on me, Poopsmith. Give me a reason to change my perspective. I'm more than happy to do so. It's kind of like they design. I mean, I have the same problem with games that you have to pay for too. When a game is designed, and then it is rolled back, like the design is rolled back to figure out ways to shoehorn in DLC. It's the same exact like market incentive, and it just bothers me. That's all. It's I guess the difference is like when I grind in a game that I've bought and paid for, like the Dynasty Warriors like game. When I'm grinding in that game, I'm playing a game that I paid money for to play, and by just playing the game, I can get all of the things that are inside the game. And in a lot of ways, the grind has been put into the game not to slow down my gameplay so that I'm incentivized to spend money on things to skip that grind. I'm playing the game and doing bits of the grinding because I enjoy the gameplay and because I want to. But I guess the main advocation that's coming here is like press the skip button to skip the combat, to skip the parts of the gameplay that are maybe a bit tedious so that you can get to the good part, and avoid having to engage with the grind of the game. And I'm like, well, wait, why aren't we doing, why aren't we like designing the game to have fun and engaging gameplay that is fun in a repetitive way, and have the grind set up so that it is a like trial and reward system rather than a trial so you get frustrated and spend the money to skip the, you know, the trial. I don't know, does that, if that makes sense, is any of that tracking? Again, I'm more than happy to accept criticism of my perspective and to change my opinion if I'm presented with, you know, perspectives that are separate from my own and that are convincing. Yeah, Bolt Thursday. Like, it's the gacha elements make it worse, but it's still good. And I'm not denying that. I feel like anything that Project Moon is going to put its own writers onto is going to end up being a good game. It's just, I don't think the gacha mechanics are going to make this game better than Library of Ruina. It's like Library of Ruina and the story, the writing, we just finished it on stream. The whole thing is fantastic. It's an amazing experience front to back. I feel like because the gacha mechanics exist on a fundamentally like gameplay systems perspective, I'm struggling to see how this is going to overcome or beat out Library of Ruina in a system way, in its systems. But like I said, I'm just getting into it, so we're gonna see how it goes over time. I'm just I come into any kind of a new game with my own baggage. I carry it all around with me, right? Like just like everybody else does. And part of that baggage is a general distaste for gacha games and gacha game mechanics. But like I said, I'm still playing the game, and I don't quit. I don't quit playing video games until I've finished them. I'm going to finish this game. So we're gonna be along for the whole ride. The apple's body broke and the raging fruit still grew. Could the golden bow really be in there? I'll go check it out, Yuri said to the others. The sinner with the bug arms seems nervous about this. Does he want to go with her, perhaps? Okay, sloth advantage. You can't just send Yuri out there alone. What sinner will be able to keep her safe? The game has very few whales because most FOMO is around completing something before the event is over and you have plenty of time. Yeah, I mean, I think it's unfair to compare this to all of the other, right? Like all of the other gacha games out there that really harp on their like bad business practices. But they did decide to go down the direction of gacha game for some reason. The fruit's cracked shell suddenly began to rattle as if it would jump at any moment. Ryoshu managed to escape, but it seems Yuri couldn't. The fruit's flesh melted to form a new body. Don't feel too guilty about it. One lost life is better than two. Yuri's cooked, right? we passed the check, so... Mirror dungeons are annoying in terms that they're repetitive and you mostly just want to auto play through them. Fortunately, there's more challenging content in the end game, like the reflect trials, and refraction railways. To a certain extent, the extreme mode, the mirror dungeons as well, get you to use your brain. I do like using my brain until I like overuse my brain. Once I'm cooked, I'm cooked. The abnormality devoured Yuri in one bite. She was gone without a trace. I can save the other sinners, but there's nothing I can do about Yuri. Without a word, Gregor hacked and slashed away at the abnormality, as if he expected to find Yuri unscathed by slicing the apple open. False apple. Okay, let's take a little peek, because it's got different parts. There's the fruit. Sorry, that's the head. And it's weak to fatal. And sloth, and then the body, which is unhappy with slashing and yellow. Okay, and we've got 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, and a 2. The reason was money. There's a real ham ham pang pang in South Korea. It's neat. Yeah, I did hear about that. That was like the first time that Roland brought out ham ham pang pang. I think Necro or somebody within the chat. Let's not assign it to anybody individually, but somebody definitely brought that up in the chat and said that there was a real ham ham pang pang. Next time I go to South Korea, I will probably go there. I haven't been to South Korea in a long ass time though. Keldy probably. Keldy does have like all of the intrinsic and very fun knowledge. Right. Definitely blunt on the head. Slashing on the booty. Fours back there. That's gonna be tough. So let's see, she can clash with that one. And then this one goes into the back to hit Donkey. Dun dun dun. Donkey Quixote. If you guys have never been to a Don Quixote in Japan, it's a very cute experience. They've got those little theme songs playing in the background all the time. Okay. What's her name? Ryoshu? Stop that. Don't get staggered. That's bad. This is fruit in the back that I wanna hit with a blunt damage, but I don't think I can do that because the damage resistances, unfortunately. Yoshihide. I thought her name was Ryoshu, the samurai girl who's always smoking. All right, did we get a stagger on? Okay, we did destroy the head and the body is not happy. We've got immobilized, doesn't act for this turn, and sinking. The next time the unit is hit, take 2 fixed SP damage. So body and head both don't like yellow. I kind of feel like going for the head is the way. Because the head is what's staggered right now, and it's going to take fatal damage from literally everything. So let's do that. Get in those one-sided attacks while you can. Have you read any of these source novels? Are you talking about the novels that are written by the team, if you will? They have like the side stories or whatever. I haven't. I was just about to say I don't read. I oftentimes engage with literature in the form of audiobooks whenever I'm doing house chores, cooking, etc., or driving or whatever. But I don't read like as such. Yikes! Big yikes! We've got 2 4s back here that are going to be unblockable, undodgeable, unreflectable. So we're just gonna have to eat those, I guess. We'll try to clash with people that we can. Don Quixote is another one who's getting hit with that. We'll just try to clash with these if possible. But it looks like we've got 2 in the back coming here to hit. God damn it. I want to say Ryoshu. What's her name? Yeah, Ryoshu. That's it. You just want to hear me read it? You want to hear me read what? Yoshihide? I did read the Odyssey like a billion years ago. I might go through it again. The literary inspiration, Ishmael from Melville's Moby Dick, Gregor from Kafka's Metamorphosis. I have not read Kafka, but I have played Resident Evil Revelations 2, which references Kafka a whole bunch. No. I have read Moby Dick, but I read Moby Dick like 20 years ago in high school. It's like more like 24 years ago in high school. Ages and ages ago. I think Ryoshu might be kind of fucked. She's only taken like 1 damage from all of the attacks. The teacher said you could skip the second part of Moby Dick because it's boring as fuck. Sounds like a based teacher, honestly. Okay, blue? I think we should probably go for the one in the back with this attack. Because... oh, yikes. They're all coming for your girl Otis. The Odyssey has a part where he fights 4 trillion suitors. Suitors? You mean people trying to marry him? Are they all doing like a fuck, marry, kill thing? I know, generally speaking, I know like the gist of Moby Dick because I have watched The Wrath of Khan. And they reference it multiple times. I know enough to get the cultural references of Moby Dick. The mass of maggots falls apart in a hail of silent screams. Beyond that, I see a wave of radiant golden light. Is that the golden bow? Just as I begin to approach it, the apple begins to tremble. Excuse me, are you people from Limbus Company? Yuri, you're okay. Even though I had clearly seen it devour her, I couldn't stop myself from asking. When we go back to the bus, can I... Karan, how to... Then I saw a glimpse of pink locks of hair that Rhodia took a liking to. Ick. Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. He comes home and his wife has like 33 dudes that want to marry her, so he has to kill them all. Yeah. That, I don't know. Considering the times, I'd be flattered. However, the Yuri we know, the Yuri who accompanied us, was always hunched over, slouched and laden as though it were the obligation of the sole survivor to carry the weight of her dead colleagues, so I had no reason to hesitate to warn him. That's not Yuri, Gregor. No, I don't think it is either. Gregor accepts it calmly. He then outstretches his arm, sending it flying toward Yuri. Yet, it soon pauses mid-air. I didn't want to die. Cut her down, Gregor. I don't know if this is the right thing to do as the manager. None of us wanted to die, but I had to shout at Gregor now to stop him from breaking. Cut it now! I don't want to die! Kind citizen. Holy shit. This is... The verminous arm stopped inches away from piercing the civilian's throat. I pulled against it with all my might, but it wouldn't budge. Please, don't kill me. Just take my money, whatever you want. Let the woman go, otherwise I'll stop you by force. My arm. Cut off the arm now! This is your final warning. Release her now, or... Cut it off! As the dismembered arm falls to the ground, she slides down the wall, gasping. However, peace doesn't last long. The arm starts regenerating from its twitching stump. Are you all right, sir? No, stay away from me. Don't come any closer. The regrown arm rushes forward as if it remembered the pain it suffered mere moments ago. You have my utmost respect, Manager Gregor, sir. Don't do that. I never wanted to be a part of this war. What was I supposed to do? Is it wrong that I survived? Please live. Just live on. None of us asked for this to happen. None of us asked to be in this mess. To be so close, here on the very periphery of the end, only to be stopped moments before your labor bears fruit. How regrettable. Well, we'll take it. Opportunities left unclaimed will only become null and void. Yuri's head tumbled to the ground. It wasn't Gregor's doing. Yuri's mouth opens and lets something out. It was a tree branch radiating a bright golden glow. Seeking the bow, were you? Hey, who are these bozos? You. A bit small, isn't it? I'm Herman. We'll be seeing each other often. The reason being, we need those bows, and you can find them. You won't die, but we will kill you. Herman nudges Yuri's head with her foot. All in due time, of course. So Herman is the one who directly operated on Gregor, right? Gun her ass down. I was gonna. Classic clerk moment. She ran headfirst into the abno while we had immortal employees ready to deal with it. That's true. That is what clerks do, and I have grown to honestly detest clerks. Yeah, I don't know. It's genuinely shocking to me that any of them managed to survive the fall of Elcorp. We'll take good care of the golden bow you found. Gubo, my dear compatriot, is that the path you have chosen? Is Yi Sang, that's the one we're going to do the southern accent for? Gubo, my dear compatriot, is that the path you've chosen? Indeed it is. Only few remain now. It's been a while, brother. Yuri would be prime execution bullet material for the Queen of Hatred and LobCorp. You missed, I think you might have missed my LobCorp playthrough, but all clerks succumbed to my execution bullet. I would start every single round off by pausing and killing all of the clerks that were standing in twos. Literally every single last clerk got execution bulleted in my playthrough. Y'all sang. That's gonna be it. Yi Sang from now on is gonna get the southern accent. Do you know how filthy your clothing smells? If only your family were here to see the sorry state you're in. Some reunion this has turned into. How are you treating that gift of mine, son? I didn't invest in you just to see you in such a mess. I never asked for this. Not once. You should at least finish unwrapping the present. That little arm isn't all there is to it. Alright now, that's enough greetings. The man called Jie Huan clapped twice. Then everything went dark, like waking from a long nightmare to the break of dawn. After some time passed, and I thought this would be an easy enough mission for you. It really is something, your gall to come crawling back here after losing the golden bow right before your eyes. Have I overestimated you? Why don't you give me an excuse, Miss Faust?
As it turns out, well, actually, immortality wasn't the solution to everything.
Anything to say for yourself, Dante? There was another group going after the golden bow. You had to have known this, so why didn't you warn me?
They're asking about the other faction that sought the golden bow.
Faust placidly relayed my words to Virgilius. Don't tell me you're blaming me for this. Tell me then, Dante, why would we bother sending 12 whole combatants to a place with no threats, after hiring fixers to guide them too? That's... Enough of that, Manager Bud. It's my fault. If you want someone to blame, I'm right here. How fascinating. Built a sense of camaraderie between you already? Well, I do suppose it's not too bad to cover up for each other since you're all in the same bus. He said bus! Just know that sticking up for one another doesn't make up for your incompetence.
We got a call after Team Spec Ops Section 4 has just gone underground for their job.
That sounds about right. Someone has to salvage the ego and abnormalities left there. A real shame that the essence was lost, though. This is getting excessive. Failure is a common thing on the battlefield. If an objective isn't met, you devise another plan and... What the fuck was that word she just said? Redeploy. I expected redeploy to have a hyphen. Are you sure it wasn't your expectations that were too high for our first mission? I will have you know that the executive manager's performance was nothing short of outstanding. I suppose we'll leave it at that. You're not entirely wrong.
Certainly.
There seemed to be an uncanny tension between Virgilius and Faust, but right now I had neither the energy nor the willpower left in me to get inquisitive. The bus reeked with the metallic stench of blood and gore that clung to our outfits, but no one thought to open the windows. And no one had the urge to have a change of clothes. All of us just sat in place, dwelling on silence. Gregor, who had the most defeated look of them all, stared despondently out the window. I can't fucking read today. Put your fist in your mouth when voicing Otis to simulate the boot in her mouth. Then he suddenly went to hang something from his pocket near the windshield of the bus. I'll scrunch up my nose when I read her bits to simulate the the shit particulate that would be on the nose of someone who's got their face that far up the manager's ass. Bug guy, what did you put on Mephi's head? A memento. A memento for 2. I had a sister, just about Yuri's age. That's all there is. I considered giving him a pep talk, but the idea quickly dissipated. Ishmael wore a grieving look, Sinclair was quietly weeping, and Rhodia let out a distressed sigh. If they couldn't offer him any encouragement, what good would it do? Or what good would I do? Charon, won't this get in your way? No, Charon will be fine. Alright, let's hit the road. Vroom, vroom. The bus slowly grumbled forward. The gas mask hanging by the windshield gently swayed like an ornament. So now we've got a little gas mask. A little gas mask ornament. Vroom, vroom. We beat it! Easy game. Pow pow. Video game easy. Would you like an apple in these trying times? You mean an actual human body or an apple? I beat the video game. Guys, that was super easy. I don't understand what all the fuss is about. Also, Necro, why do you keep playing this game if you beat it, like, in 2 hours? I don't understand. I'm confused. Well, that was nice. Yeah. 15 minutes before the servers go down. Why is this a live service game if you can beat it in 2 hours? Here. Yeah, well, I'll shut the fuck up for a second. I would genuinely love to do karaoke at some point, but there's no shot that a channel would be able to stay up doing any kind of karaoke. I love singing. It's super fun. Yeah, 15 minutes before the end of service. I did know that the service was going to be cutting down. Can I skip this? It's just the song and the credit roll, right? I'm gonna skip this. Yeah, I do know that we are running on a limited amount of clock here, and I'm gonna have to hop off. I guess I'm gonna need to like not stream on Thursdays, or I'm gonna need to stream something else on Thursdays since this game is just down during my streaming times. Basic ego thread spun. I don't know what any of these words mean. This is useless information. Semper crescius aut decrescism vita destablis nunc ordat et tunic curat ludo mentis essium. Is this what is that? Is that German? I don't speak Spanish, so. Backdoor volatility detected. Did it say backdoor volatility detected? Oh, baby. EXP Luxcavation has been unlocked.
A new function of Mephistopheles has been unlocked. Please direct your attention here.
God fucking damn it, more tutorials.
It is possible to grow stronger by gaining experience through battle, but it is not the most optimal method. Luxcavations are here to help speed up your identity's training. Complete Luxcavation battles to earn trading tickets. Use trading tickets is a much faster method of leveling your identities. In Thread Luxcavations, which will be unlocked later, you can earn threads, resources used to uptie identities in Threadspin Ego. Please note that Edicaflin modules are needed to enter Luxcavations. Once cleared, Luxcavation battles can be skipped. Skipping costs double the Edicaflin module, but it saves time and grants 1.5 times the reward. Higher Luxcavation stages will be unlocked as you continue this journey. Higher level Luxcavation stages yield better and more efficient resources. It's highly recommended to check this menu from time to time to see if you've unlocked a new stage.
Okay, so we're just spending our daily juice. Or I guess not daily juice. This is the time, right? Like we unlock a number. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We unlock a number of this juice, Enacaflin. We get Enacaflin over time. What is it? 1 every 6 minutes. So 10 every hour. When I have too much Taco Bell. I was thinking more something along the lines of sexiness, but yeah, like Taco Bell emergency could also be a problem. So let me go back into the Kanto 1 and claim our rewards here. And let's see if we have enough to do a pull that's maybe we'll actually get something new. Here's it's extract, right? Standard extraction. No, we're 50 short. We need 50 more. Where can I get 50 where can I get 50 lunacy? I don't want to do any story. I just want 50. Put the lunacy in the bag. Where can I get 50? The thrill of gambling. Go to the story and claim. Which one? Because I did just go into Kanto 1 and claim the ones at the top. In the window, go to the exclamations. This one? The Limbus Company one? Go here and then to mailbox. Where's the mailbox? Window. Got it. Mailbox. Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Plus some more. All right, so we'll do an extract. So I did 2 standard extractions and I got dick all. And then I was laughed at. Chat laughed at me for doing standard extractions because apparently only a dumbass does standard extractions. So somebody, welcome to orientation. New managers welcome extraction for the new manager. So this is just for dipshit babies. Extractions remaining. We can do it 20 times. So let's do that. $800 lunacy. Middle Otis so I can laugh at you for dropping a nuclear bomb on level 1 homeless people. I don't want to do that. The standard extractions are horrible. Yeah, I've been told. Why does it always give me the same person twice? That's annoying. Lobotomy Ego Red Sheet Sinclair. Yeah, I knew that at some point, and then I just decided not to do that. All right, we're gonna do that. Let's do that same thing again. Oh, that's a fancy one. I'm gonna click it. I have returned once again to face something I couldn't read because it's too fast. I fucking hate Heathcliff so much. Why does this game... Why does this game hate me? Why does this game fucking hate me? I need somebody to tell me, is this a good pool, or is this just like the first whatever legendary that I unlocked? It's just Heathcliff. This one is mega spoilers. All right, yeah. I'm just not gonna read any of the details on them. I'm just like, I'm trying not to cry because like I hate, for any of the new chatters, I fucking hate Heathcliff. I really don't like him. The fact that the game is still throwing Heathcliff IDs at me is really funny. Okay, and they gave me another Sinclair. Okay. Alright, so we did it. The House of Spiders, the middle nurse father is a extract 10. Requires 50 more lunacy. Is there any more low-hanging fruit that I just haven't picked up yet? System notifications. We do have a lot of exclamation points. Get Selva Obscura bonus, then pull in middle. Selva Obscura bonus? What the hell is that? Drive and then go to the prologue. Oh, I did not get any of these. Perfect. We do have enough now. Okay, so now we can do one more pull. And yeah, we've got 5 minutes before we have to hop off. So somebody said I should do this, the House of Spiders, the goofy one right here, because if I get Otis, it's gonna be OP as fuck. Otis in one pull. I mean, I'm not gonna pray. I'm gonna roll the dice. I genuinely don't care if I get the good thing or not. I'm gonna play through the game the way that I play through it anyway. So it is what it is. Only one special one, and it's the exact same one I've already got. Nothing. Wild Hunt Heathcliff has a headless horse. Okay. All right. So that's gambling. I don't necessarily care. Heathcliff, the 00 that I got before, the only 00 that I got 2 copies of was Heathcliff, and I genuinely hate. I really don't like Heathcliff at this point. So we'll see how this rolls over time. I'm sure we'll figure something out. I'm selecting. We've got. I don't think Sinclair has participated in a single fight that we've done, but I do like the what is it, the Sisters Repentia, and this ID is serving me Sisters Repentia but femboy, so we're gonna go with that. Okay, cool. You have a free draw ticket, so maybe use that. I don't know what do the tickets do. Where do I use those tickets? Oh, it's right here. This one right here. All right, we'll extract one. It looks like Heathcliff Wild Hunt isn't orientation. It was in orientation. I mean, I don't see how we're gonna get anything out of this, but there's always a chance, right? Everybody wants to see a hot, sexy pool, but you guys need to remember that I have the worst luck that one could possibly imagine whenever it comes to Vidya games. You got Wild Hunt from one pool? Well, your luck is significantly better than mine. We've already established that. Yeah, so I think I just learned about the weekly, downtime today. So we're gonna be back tomorrow, and we're gonna be moving on to Kanto 2, I guess. Yeah, I love that the pool that I got was fucking Heathcliff. It's like magic swirlies and all like the fancy looking shit, and then it's fucking Heathcliff again. Thank you so much for the follow, Meat Muncher. Glad to have you here. I am gonna be back tomorrow. we'll be back on around the same time, 9 a.m. my time, but it's about 8 p.m. if you're Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we're gonna play Limbus Company for several hours. I might play a longer stream tomorrow, depending on the vibes, depending on how things are going. But yeah, we'll move into Kanto 2 tomorrow and see what we can do. Since I'm not gonna be on at all until tomorrow's stream, I'm gonna convert another one of these into a thingy, and then I'll just regen that because I'm not, I don't play outside of the stream. So we're gonna see. We love our British lout. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see how it goes. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm ending the stream way early, like 3 hours early today. It's much earlier than usual, but you know, Shogunai, what are you gonna do? You have an awesome night as well. If I had known, I would have had a backup. Next Thursday I'll have another game on deck that I'll play, and then we'll just do that instead. But I'll see you guys later. Yeah, good night. Have an awesome night, loves. I'll see you all next time. Toodles.